Finally, SummerSlam is here, and we are starting off with the guest host, Jalen Brunson. NBA superstar is in the house. OMG. Multi-millionaire right here that we are looking at. New York royalty.
New York, welcome to SummerSlam. This is the biggest and first ever two-night SummerSlam. That means bigger matches, bigger stars, and your boy 2026 NBA champion Jalen Brunson.
And hold up, Jalen Brunson is getting interrupted by the ring general Gunther.
Personally, I do not care who you are. This is WWE and you are taking time away from a real superstar like me. Someone who should have a match tonight.
And Gunther has some crazy things to say to Jalen Brunson.
This ring is sacred. I have been doing my best to keep it that way, and anyone who steps in it must have a purpose. If you're not going to fight, then get out now.
You think I'm not ready to fight? Come on.
And we are getting no, Jalen Brunson. It's the off season. You don't have to do this. We are getting Jalen Brunson versus Gunther. Hey, Brunson, look at this. Look at Brunson go. Obviously, NBA player. He's very athletic, but this is WWE, man. This is a different kind of athleticism that it takes if you want to be a wrestler. Jalen Brunson has no experience in the ring, and Gunther with his headlock just showing off right here. Brunson, I don't even know if he's going to be able to get out of this headlock, but he pushes Gunther off. And look at that hit kick, that rolling heel kick from Jalen Brunson. I never knew he had this in him. Brunson, obviously, big-time WWE fan. We know that. And look at him go. Collar and elbow tie up here with Gunther, though. And Gunther is obviously... Oh, look at this. Brunson's backing him up. Brunson, using his strength, backs Gunther up. Brunson, obviously very mad right now because of what Gunther said to him. And look at this. DDT! A springboard DDT. Who would have thought that Jalen Brunson would be in the ring tonight doing these moves that he's doing? Gunther able to kick out though and chop from Brunson. Chops again. And Jalen Brunson now, the New York Knick. Unfortunately, he couldn't win the NBA championship. They had big aspirations this year. He took a pay cut. He wanted to sacrifice himself for the team. And Gunther with a drop kick takes him down. Gunther trying to restore, in his eyes, glory to the mat, to the sport that is WWE. Jalen Brunson kept up and chop kick, and look at Jalen Brunson just swept the leg of Gunther and now headed to the top rope. And double moonsault. A double moonsault from Jalen Brunson and kick out from Gunther. Just barely at 2. Brunson once more of Gunther. Obviously takes some balls for him to ask for a match for Gunther. And look at this pin right here. He flips it over. Brunson now with the pin kick out from Gunther. Jalen Brunson headed back, and look at this springboard uppercut from Jalen Brunson. For having literally no experience in the ring, he sure has a crazy arsenal of moves. And like Gunther with the reversal though, flips Brunson over, and now Gunther with this power slam. What a scoop slam from Gunther, and Gunther is looking to get to business now. No more fooling around as he chops Brunson. And look at this, head first into the top turnbuckle he goes. Jalen Brunson, much like in the series against the Knicks, it looks like this could be over. And the way it's looking right now, it's not going to end well. Middle rope Gunther, an elbow drop from Gunther, and now he is headed to the top, and Gunther splash to Jalen Brunson. He's got nowhere to go, and Gunther defeats Brunson. What an effort he put up. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. But Gunther did what we expected him to do once we got this match. I didn't think Jalen Brunson was even going to... I didn't know he's been training. He must have been training in secret. But OMG, Jade... Okay, I feel sorry for the man. Look at her deadlifting, picking her overhead press by Jade Cargill. Just parading with Asuka. Drops her with Asuka right there. Picking her up once more, carrying her, slamming her in the middle of the ring. Perhaps in the match soon. Jade Cargill has Asuka up. She's up in the air. Jaded winning her first Women's World Championship here in WWE. Her first title. It must feel sweet. And here, look at the new Women's World Champion, Jade Cargill. Here, after she beat Asuka at Evolution to become the first Women's World Champion of this Legacy Series.
Y'all feel that? That energy? For too long, they said I was too new, too polished, too strong, too confident.
Jade letting the people know.
This title right here, it didn't come easy. I trained for it. I stayed ready while people whispered about whether or not I deserved to be here. And now, there's no more doubt. I am the woman. I am the standard. Hope you're watching. I'm here to dominate, to raise the bar.
Jade Cargill alerting the women's division. A storm has come already. It has hit, and the devastation is only beginning.
So Rhea, before you go out there tonight.
I know. I saw what Naomi did to you on Friday, costing you the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Don't worry about it. When I handle her tonight, she won't even think about interfering in your match tonight.
Thank you, Rhea.
Pick her up. German suplex from Rhea Ripley. No, this time not working. Flips her knee to the face. Riptide. And that is it. All that Naomi threw her, she threw everything she had. And Rhea Ripley with the riptide. One riptide. And it's over. She beats Naomi. Well done, Rhea Ripley. We are back tonight with our second match. We did not think that Jalen Brunson.
And it's for the WWE Women's World Championship.
Here comes Mami Rhea Ripley in her first title match of this Legacy Series. Looking to finally win something for herself here. Rhea Ripley, star of this Legacy Series, undefeated. Nobody has been able to even get close to beating her. And you saw in the video package, Rhea Ripley, she can head into a match believing she'll win, and yeah, she'll do just that. Like, she's just oozes confidence, and her record, it justifies that. But tonight she's gonna have quite the task. Jade Cargill, a fellow superstar who is just amazing in this Legacy Series, won the title back at Evolution. Rhea Ripley wants to take the title from Jade Cargill, and Rhea Ripley, we could be looking at a future Women's World Champion. She could be the champion as soon as tonight. But like I said, like how I just mentioned, she's going to have to go through this woman, the first Women's World Champion of this Legacy Series. You know a storm is coming when she arrives and you hear her music. This woman right here, the Women's World Champion, Jade Cargill, has arrived to SummerSlam. Jade Cargill beat Asuka back at Evolution in a match that was fantastic. You can go back and rewatch that anytime you want on Houston H, or you can check it out in this downtown clips that we have, where Jade Cargill is here at SummerSlam to defend her title that she won 3 weeks ago at Evolution on Sunday of that week. Now she is here on SummerSlam Saturday. No. If you saw the sky, there was literally clouds. There's literally a storm when Jade Cargill comes. Cargill may be the best women's athlete in WWE history when we talk about size, speed, athleticism overall. It's hard to top her. And this right here is what this match is for.
Introducing the challenger from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley with the crowd behind her. Cargill means nothing but business as she has to defend her title tonight. So Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Comment, who do you want to win? Who would you like to win this match? And Jade Cargill takes her down immediately. And clotheslines right here from Jade Cargill to start off the match. Jade Cargill with Rhea Ripley. Look at that. Knee drop to the forehead of Rhea Ripley. She's up on her feet attack. But Jade Cargill continues the attack. Forearm to the back. Jade Cargill, obviously, very strong superstar. If anyone can match up to Rhea's power, it's Jade Cargill. She is letting her know that Jade Cargill, yeah, she is the champion. She has the right to talk trash. And look at this. Rhea Ripley, though, pushing her back. Rhea Ripley, like I said, is a very strong wrestler as well. And the kick to the gut right there. And Rhea Ripley throws her back into the corner. And now foot to the chin of Jade Cargill. Rhea Ripley just having her taste her boot. Another kick to the guts, and Rhea Ripley is just stomping away on Jade Cargill in the corner, trying to not to get disqualified this early in the match because she needs to win. She needs to pin her or submit her if she wants to become champion here tonight. Jade Cargill elbow to the midsection, and big boot takes down Rhea Ripley. Jade Cargill now on the outside, calling for Rhea to get up, and look at this springboard cross body from Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill can fly. Kick out at one, though, by Rhea Ripley. Jade Cargill showing off that athleticism, but Rhea Ripley takes her down just there with the clothesline. Rhea Ripley standing over Jade Cargill right now as she has a hold of her arm and steps on it. Steps some more, and another stomp on the right arm of Jade Cargill. Rhea Ripley understanding that. Now, look at this move. Look at this. A submission hold on Jade Cargill. Single leg Boston Crab from Rhea Ripley as she is trying to take away some power of Rhea. Let's go of the full as she just wants to take away some of the power. And drop kick from Rhea Ripley connects, and leg drop followed up shortly after. Rhea Ripley is on a roll right here on SummerSlam and she's on track to become the next Women's World Champion. Stomps to the face, and Rhea Ripley now feeling herself right here in this match. Feeling like she has the chance to make history and win at SummerSlam and become Women's World Champion. And look at this now. Stomp to the chest of Jade Cargill. Rhea Ripley doing some great work right here early on in this match. Throws a Jade Cargill across the ring. And Rhea Ripley punches to the face. Rhea Ripley on top of Jade Cargill, dominating her. And now, look at this, Rhea Ripley calling her to get up some more, call her mommy, and look at this punch, and she's going up in the air, and face first, down goes Jade Cargill, going for a cover. Now Rhea Ripley becomes Women's World Champion. Rhea Ripley just dominated Jade Cargill in a match that was for the Women's World Championship, meaning Rhea Ripley is now the Women's World Champion. What a result we just got as Jade Cargill falls short to Mami Rhea Ripley. And the match, dare I say, it was all Rhea. Rhea Ripley, been in WWE much longer than Jade Cargill has. Right, she has much more experience. This was Jade Cargill's first run with a title, and it's sad to see it be cut short.
And the new WWE Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley.
But Rhea Ripley just proving why she is one of the greatest women's superstars in WWE history. Multiple time world champion. Mami is on top once more. One of these women is walking out as the inaugural Women's United States Championship. Tiffany showcasing her power right there, backing Io Sky into the corner. Walking his arm. I was going to say Naomi. Oh, she's behind her. Move from Naomi to... And look at this cartwheel Alabama slam from and Tiffany Stratton beats Io Sky. So Tiffany Stratton is the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion.
So Rhea, before you go out there tonight,
I know. I saw what Naomi did to you on Friday, costing you the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Don't worry about it. When I handle her tonight, she won't even think about interfering in your match tonight.
thank you, Rhea.
Look at this. Riptide from Rhea Ripley going for the cover now. And that is it. Nowhere else are you going to find the Women's Intercontinental Championship being the main event of a show. But here in this Legacy universe, this is a storyline driven universe. Stomp from Io Sky outside. Leg drop on the outside. The uppercut from Io Sky right there. Rolls Tiffany over. 1, 2. Kick out from Tiffany Stratton. Drop kick to Tiffany Stratton in this Legacy series with punch from Tiffany. And Tiffany punching Io Sky in the corner. Throws her out. And look at this. Move. What kind of move was that? And it's good enough for her to retain the Women's Intercontinental Champion playing this match. And springboard crossbody, Hurricanrana. They're trading blows right here. These two women, Io Sky catches her, throwing her, and Naomi is just going to abandon this match. Io Sky going out after, and Naomi sucker punch, crashing, but she finds a way back in the ring. Springboard dropkick misses from Naomi. Missile DDT, STO, reverse STO, and look at this code of silence from Io Sky. Io Sky with the code of silence, and Io Sky beats Naomi. Io Sky glad to finally get a win again in this Legacy series, putting away Naomi, someone who has been a thorn on her side and a nuisance on her mind. But he knows he's gonna have to do more. But Randy's back up now. Backbreaker, clothesline, RKO from Randy Orton. Randy Orton beats Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton is the first ever World Heavyweight Champion in this Universe Series. Wait, we saw him earlier. That's Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is back. Chokeslam for Randy Orton. What does this mean for the Universe Series?
And what Jacob Fatu is going to get is a beating when I defend the World Heavyweight Championship against him next week. That'll teach him a lesson to not mess with the Viper again.
You know already who the #1 pick was. because I am the most valuable superstar in this business. That's why tomorrow on Saturday night's main event, I want to challenge Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. You think you can pick your challengers? Not so fast.
Randy Orton on the Seth freaking Rollins. Great start to the match. Have something in mind. We know Paul Heyman does. Throwing a kendo stick. Why is Paul Heyman throwing a kendo stick? But that allows Seth Rollins to get back up, and he's got Randy Orton on his shoulders, and he's taking him snake eyes in the corner. Orton, interesting, very, very interesting. But Seth Rollins is gonna hit him a couple times right there. Kick to the midsection. Look at Seth freaking Rollins. Pedigree. He's making progress, and curb stomp immediately after the pedigree. But another kick to the midsection. And a second curb stomp from Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins is your new World Heavyweight Champion.
This past Saturday, I feel like I let you all down. I really do. But this isn't the end for Randy Orton.
Jacob Fatu coming out to Raw now.
Maybe if you weren't so focused on me, you'd still be the World Heavyweight Champion.
And Randy Orton unleashing on Jacob Fatu. Fake Fatu's fighting back. Super kick from Jacob Fatu takes down Randy Orton. And look where he's heading. Springboard to Randy Orton. Swanton bomb from Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu destroying Randy Orton in his Monday Night Raw days. And Cody Rhodes there. The clothesline. Back into the ring. All three men go long. Jacob Fatu headbutt. But look at Randy Orton. He's got a sledgehammer. Randy Orton around and throws him on the ground. Cody Rhodes. That might be it. I don't see Jacob Fatu kicking out. And Cody Rhodes wins the triple threat. It is now time for the main event of Night 1 SummerSlam. Introducing first the Samoan Werewolf as we know him. Jacob Fatu has been unhinged in this Legacy series, making his first mark back at WrestleMania here at SummerSlam to finish the business with Randy Orton.
The following is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu. He didn't even have an issue with Randy Orton at the beginning of this. At WrestleMania, the only reason he attacked Randy was because Randy Orton was the World Heavyweight Champion. But because Randy Orton made it his business that Jacob Fatu was annoying to him, like Randy Orton wanted to fight Jacob Fatu. He felt like, if you're going to attack me after my match, then how about we square up? And Jacob Fatu, he didn't even want to deal with Randy Orton because Randy Orton lost the title back at Saturday Night's main event. So why would Jacob Fatu be interested in fighting Randy Orton? Well, Randy Orton made it his business, so Jacob Fatu is, he has a bone to pick with Randy now. Grudge match here tonight. There was no other way we could settle this than but a no-holds-barred match. So that is exactly what we have, as here comes the aggressor. Not the nation.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
The Viper, Randy Orton. Don't let how he walks on the outside fool you. He can appear to be calm, he can appear to be chill, but just know there's nothing but hatred in his mind, as he wants to end Jacob Fatu here. Jacob Fatu left Randy Orton lying on his back at WrestleMania earlier this year. So Randy Orton is not going to let Jacob Fatu walk over him again here tonight at SummerSlam. the biggest premium live event of the summer. It's a 2-night premium live event. We're going to be back here. Just think about it. This is just night 1. We saw Jalen Brunson have a match. We saw a new women's world champion in Rhea Ripley. And we are about to see Randy Orton versus Jacob Fatu in a no-holds-barred match. Randy Orton has been in WWE for over 2 decades. He doesn't need to be doing this. He doesn't need to be fighting these matches. But he has an issue with Jacob Fatu. And this is the only way we could go about this. Randy Orton needs this match. Even though it's probably not best for his health. He's had so many surgeries. But if he wants this, who are we to tell him no? We got the buff ref and a drop kick from Randy Orton. Immediately takes him down. And look at Randy now. Look at this. A Boston Crab at the beginning of the match. Randy Orton just shaking his head yes. And nutting up right there is Randy Orton now with the leg. Throws it on the mat. Randy Orton is starting off the match strong right here. That's how Randy Orton likes to start his matches off. Stomp on the left fingers, the right fingers of Jacob Fatu, and elbow drop to the left leg. Randy Orton targeting that thigh right there. And look at this. Randy Orton now again. Just working on that right leg now of Jacob Fatu, twisting that ankle, putting him through some excruciating pain, I bet. As Randy Orton now, look at this reversal from Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu is back on his feet. The Simone werewolf praying on a reversal by Randy Orton. Elbow to the left, kick to the midsection across the chest. And Randy Orton is on the outside, and he is searching for a weapon. He's got a baseball bat. Randy Orton with the baseball bat in hand. It strikes Jacob Fatu. I say strikes, but he did not miss. But super kick catches him. Jacob Fatu with the super kick. Randy Orton is down. Jacob Fatu turning the tables in just like the blink of an eye. Headbutts to Randy Orton while he's on the mat. And Jacob Fatu with Randy Orton now taking him to the ropes where he is setting up for something. Look at Jacob Fatu, just like an animal right here. Shoulder block doesn't work though. Randy Orton meets him in the middle. Look at this full Nelson. No, German suplex from Randy Orton. Drop on the back of his neck. Kick out from Jacob Fatu. That was the very move that won Randy Orton the World Heavyweight Champion back at WrestleMania. The championship that he would hold for months until Saturday Night's Main Event last month. And now from the top rope, elbow drop from Randy Orton. Going for a cover. Is this enough to pin Jacob Fatu? And no, Jacob Fatu kicks out. Randy Orton with the bat in hand once more, but Jacob Fatu goes out. Super kick takes down Randy Orton. Jacob Fatu he just gets up so quick. That's one thing that we have said about it. And look at that DDT on the baseball bat almost. And Randy Orton still kicks out though. Foul. Was Randy Orton. Jumping headbutt though takes him down. Jacob Fatu now with the bat. Swinging away at Randy Orton. Hitting him back. And look, Randy Orton throws him. And look at this. You know what this is. Vintage Randy Orton. Do it. DDT to Jacob Fatu. Randy Orton spikes the head. And now Randy Orton going places in his head. Picking up the baseball bat. That's what the voices are telling him. Randy Orton going for a cover now. To put away his biggest problem. And no, Jacob Fatu is going to remain in this match. Randy Orton does not know what is at stake. RKO from Randy Orton. The 3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. And Randy Orton beats Jacob Fatu. We'll be back for night 2 tomorrow, same time.